What's happening, YouTube family? AI the MUT Mechanic coming back at you guys live and direct. And it's been a little minute since I last did a video on Madden 15 or MUT. I kind of stepped back a little bit to just reassess some things, and I haven't really been playing online head-to-heads. As you can see, my season isn't too great. I don't even think I started the season. I don't even think I started the season. So, yeah. But anyway, I got some new players on my roster. I'm gonna do another video based on my roster updates. I picked up 2 cards that I really want, so I'm only lacking about 4 cards, and then we'll be done for the rest of this season. So, but on this video, what I wanted to do, I wanted to go ahead and get into what I like to call the MUT Hall of Fame. And these cards are cards that was putting in some serious work throughout their life cycle on this particular game. And like I said, I start off like most people. I start off with bronze and silver cards and work my way up the ladder to get the better cards. I didn't really start getting good cards till probably like January, February, when I really started flipping. Once I started working some of the concepts I was coming up with over time and just learning. So, and yeah, that's why I really started getting the good players is January and February. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna pick five players that I think was really instrumental in a lot of the work I was doing. As a matter of fact, I might even do some throwback videos. And when I first started, I was like complete trash when I first started. And let Chase tell you I'm still complete trash. But anyway, let's pick up the first card. So the first card on the list is as a running back, man. I picked this card up, and that card was doing work for me for so long, man. It was like he was like, this was kind of, I picked him up around the time when the MVP this card right here, when the MVP sets had just dropped or they were about to drop. This guy, Joe McKnight, he was tearing it up. I think he tore it up this week. What week was this? Yeah, he tore it up that week. He was like the second coming of, I don't want to say he was the second coming of Jamal Charles, but he kind of was when he was playing in week 3. So I picked him up, and man, he was like Andre Ellington before Andre Ellington was as big as he was. So yes, this is one of my Hall of Fame cards, and I still got him, by the way. Football Outsiders 84 Joe McKnight gold card. Let's check him out real quick. He was 5'11", same height as like I guess Chris Johnson, and his strength was above average in what most of the running backs at that particular time. He had the agility, he had the speed, he had the acceleration, and when I tell you, this guy never fumbled for me. He never fumbled for me. He would always catch the ball. His carrying wasn't that high, but he rarely fumbled the ball for me when I used him. And his life cycle was probably between, when did I pick this card up? I got this card, I got him October 3rd, and I used him all the way up to December. So he had a pretty good run while he was on my squad. He could do everything and catch the ball out of the backfield. He was very elusive. I had Joe McKnight, and then I had picked, because before I had Joe McKnight, actually I was running two running backs. I had Joe McKnight and I had LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy, he gonna go on my Hall of Fame. I wish I would have got his golden ticket card, but it just didn't happen. I love me some LaShawn McCoy. I had his card for the longest. All right, so ball carrier vision wasn't that great, but I swear this card was putting in work when I had him. And I'll show some old school gameplay of me working my team. But yeah, this is I guess it'd be number 5. I don't have him in no particular order. I'm just going through my binder, kind of going down memory lane, because this game came out in August, so we've been playing it all the way since August. So that's a testament of itself. All right, number 2, we're gonna stay with the running backs. We are going to stay with the running backs. You guys already know, some of you guys might see other YouTubers doing their gold team and bronze team and stuff like that. And if you don't have, look how many I got. I used to flip all these because they used to go for a pretty penny back in the day. Back in August, September, these cards used to go. So Chris Johnson, come on down, son. Chris Johnson was probably, other than Demps, when I first started, Chris Johnson was the first running back I got. He was the first running back I got, let me back up, was CJ Spiller. I think it was CJ Spiller. And then I picked up Chris Johnson because I used to run a 2-back set. Let me tell you, man, Chris Johnson hardly ever fumbled the ball for me too. Very solid card. I think he probably even solid by now, by today's standards, if you had a gold card. Agility on point, 95 speed. He was up there. I think the fastest at that time was Chris Johnson and Jamal Charles at the beginning of the game. Acceleration 95. He'll take that ball and burn so many people. His awareness was low, but it didn't seem like he could catch the ball. His carrying was pretty high at the time when he came out. Let's see who else. Elusiveness wasn't that great. Ball carrier vision was pretty good. He'd slip in between the tackles and guards and the line. I mean, this card was a beast when I first got him. So I definitely got to put him up on the MUT Hall of Fame. Got to put him up on the Hall of Fame. When did I get this card, by the way? See, I got him when I was flipping him. When did I get the first one? No, that wasn't it. Pack opening. There you go, 916. Chris Johnson. 916. All right. So, who's next on the list? I think I might have said him. CJ Spiller. And the reason why CJ Spiller is up on this, because CJ Spiller, I got him. When did I get CJ? I got him after I got Chris Johnson. CJ Spiller is my all-time return man of the year. I don't know how many kicks I took back with CJ, but CJ was like my return guy until December, until I picked up that Ultimate Freeze edition Devin Hester. But before Devin Hester was CJ Spiller. CJ Spiller, look at the stats: 96 agility, 95 speed, 96 acceleration. Nobody, and then his carrying went that high, but he hardly ever fumbled the ball for me. So I definitely got to put CJ. CJ, I don't know how many kick returns I took back and punt returns I took back with CJ, but it was quite a few. So yeah, CJ has to make the list. I guess that'll be number 3. And this is just only part 1. I got a lot of other players I want to give shine to, but I'm just gonna give shine to the players that's in my binder right now. All right, who's next? Next will be a wide receiver. Marquise Goodwin. Come on down. Football Outsiders Marquise Goodwin. When did I get this card? I got him. I opened a pack and I pulled him and I was like, ooh. My team was like an 84, 85 overall at this time. And Marquise Goodwin, let me tell you how good Marquise Goodwin was. Marquise Goodwin was like, I passed up, because at this time, I think Marquise Goodwin was going for like 22, 25K. And at this time, this is where you had your reign of slot receivers. You had Deshaun Jackson gold card, you had Percy Harvin gold card, and you had somebody else, and then you had this Marquise Goodwin. Out of those 4 cards, all those cards was like 20K, 25K at the time. Out of all those cards, Marquise Goodwin put in the most work for me. No lie, Marquise Goodwin put in the most work for me. Hardly dropped the ball, hardly fumbled. And look at that, with the low strength, I was surprised. But he had 98 acceleration. I put him up on the street, throw it deep, go get it, Marquise, and he'll go get it. So I definitely got to put him in my MUT Hall of Fame. So I'm only going to do 5, and we got one more to go. Let's see. Who else I'm going to pick up? Nope, not you. Golly. It's a cornerback. Not the Bills. What team did he play for? Cardinals? Cromartie. And Tony. When did I get Cromartie? I got Cromartie in September too. Antonio Cromartie, man. Let me tell you. This card consistently put in work. Because when I first started, I had him. And I want to say I had him, and I had what's the cornerback's name for Green Bay Packers? Not Sam Shields. Let me see. It's gonna kill me. Tramon Williams, yeah. I had him and Tramon Williams. Is this the same Tramon Williams? I actually got scammed. Yeah, I had him and Tramon. I had Antonio Cromartie and Tramon Williams. I got scammed out of my first Tramon Williams, and I was like, that'll be the last time I get scammed. But anyway, Cromartie had got, I don't know how many picks Cromartie got between him and Aqib Talib and Brandon Flowers. These guys were pick machines. As you can see when I post up some of the old videos, these guys were monsters. 94 speed, his acceleration wasn't that great, but not too many people had speed at the beginning of the game. And this guy, he couldn't tackle worth a damn, but his jump has always been spectacular. And he just, that face catching wasn't like it is now, especially with the, you know, the good cards that came out, the golden ticket cards and the ultimate team cards that came out. It wasn't like that before, man. I had Cromartie manning at one side and Aqib Talib manning the other side. And Aqib Talib was like ultra slow, but he played that cover 3 like a boss. So I gotta give it to my man Antonio Cromartie, 83 overall gold card. So this is only like part 1. I got a lot of other cards I want to get to and put in my Hall of Fame. I don't know, we might have like 5 parts by the end of this is over. So, but that's it for this video. I want you guys to give me your top 5 MUT Hall of Fame players. I'm talking about players that put in consistent work over a long amount of time. I'm AI signing out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. 131 and I'm out. Peace.